Hello everyone and good morning. Welcome in Let's Connect with Prerna. So I'm inviting my today's guest, Mrs. Santosh from Sadhu Vaswani International School, New Delhi. And I'm inviting ma'am to join in for my session today. So welcome once again everyone. I have invited Santosh ma'am to join in for the session today and she'll be live with us. Students who are joining from the Sadhu Vaswani International School, they can write in their questions if they want anything to be asked from the principal ma'am. Santosh ma'am, you will have to accept my request. I've already sent you my request to join in the talk show. I welcome all of. Okay, so ma'am, I have sent you the request. Please. Santosh ma'am, I've already sent you the request to join. And Uh, all right. So, ma'am, you are there. I think आपको थोड़ा सा camera. Okay, perfect. Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. Absolutely fine. आप कैसे हो, ma'am?
I'm perfect.
All right. So, ma'am, am I
The
audible?
weather is good. Yeah, I'm very much audible. You're very much audible. Am I audible to you?
Yeah, yeah, yes, ma'am. You're audible to
I
me.
hope the
So,
recording has not started as yet.
no, no, it's going on. We are live already. Okay.
Okay.
So, I welcome everyone once again, and we have
Could you
Santosh
be a
ma'am
little
here.
louder because some problem, volume,
I
yeah,
Is it okay now? Is it okay?
yeah, far better.
Okay. So welcome once again, everyone. I am live with Mrs. Santosh from Sadhu Vaswani International School, New Delhi. Hi, ma'am.
Hi,
So
how are you?
good, good, good. It took some 4-5 minutes to, join in, but I'm glad that finally, we could join.
Yeah, and I
So
hope
to,
teachers and students have also joined.
yeah,
For
everybody
many
is
of them, it
joining.
was like uh, first time account, on the Instagram. So this generation is learning, that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Everyday
तो आई थिंक
learning is
मुझे
happening.
लगता है कोविड के टाइम पे मैम हम सभी जो है सोशल मीडिया हो चाहे वो
हम
कोई भी
सभी, and I think the hats off to this generation, our generation, because they are the ones who have,
या
like so much to adapt.
True,
That's
true, so true. So, Santosh ma'am, to begin with, I would like, you to share some of the insight when we call that schools will run on a hybrid model because, ये जो sudden switch था offline का virtual mode पे गया, then बीच में थोड़े दिन lockdown was like, there were some easy curves, so classes were going on. But now I'm listening and I've been talking to a lot of principals where they're discussing on this hybrid model. So can you please enlighten us that what is this hybrid model and how beneficial it would be for the students?
See, actually, to begin with, the hybrid, when we start about the lockdown one,
Yeah,
it was purely online, right? We switched off from the offline one and we moved to online platform. It
right.
was like that. And so much of hybrid was not being talked about. Obviously, when the school, there was no option and schools were conducted online.
Right.
And as I said, the teachers and students, everybody immediately, upgraded their skills.
Yes.
And let me tell you, Prerna, when it started, it was such a challenge before us, but we didn't take even a
True.
single minute to start our classes online.
Right.
Rather, our session was supposed to start on 1st of April, 2021,
Yeah.
but we started the session before that, 2 days before 29th March, we started the session. So that fast it was done, and the classes started from there on. And now, as you know, like during the pandemic, of course, online. But now we talk about hybrid is being talked about now because when the government notifications are coming
Right.
that offline, the school should be offline in between, on and off. This order has been coming because children must come to school. School must start in the physical space, etc. So government has been telling us that online teaching will still continue. So here we talk about the hybrid model,
Yes.
so that we can cater to children who are still not ready to come
Yeah.
for whatever reasons they are not vaccinated. The fear is there,
Okay.
and at the same time offline those who are willing to come. So well, it is working well. As we said that we have to rise to the challenge, and I will see to it that we have to give our best to the children and the parents in the field of
Right.
education. So we are
Right.
trying that and it's working well with us. So we have right now both online, offline going on simultaneously.
Right. I think it's very, very important also because it has been blessings in disguise because एकदम से lockdown लगा so virtual mode या online mode ही एक ऐसा way out था मैम उस समय classes को run करने का.
Yeah, it's been a blessing in disguise, you're right. Because before that, if we see, we had the classrooms which were smart classrooms.
Yeah.
So we had all those interactive classrooms with the smart board screens, etc. And teachers, like they were using them already, but then, we had to motivate them a
True.
lot.
Yeah.
And many teachers were very proactive, but some had to be pushed to use the technology. Okay, because the thing is that they're not very comfortable with it, despite some trainings and all. I think we had
Right.
to do more intensive trainings also. But
Right.
when it started, the pandemic was there. There was no choice, so everybody had to learn, and everybody immediately learned. Even the content, if you see, the content preparation was required on the part of the teachers because
Yeah.
whatever content they had, it was not sufficient
Yeah.
to cater to the online mode of teaching
Right.
learning. So
Right.
that is also
Right,
overnight.
right. Also, I would like to add here, obviously, आप तो school के अंदर हो, ma'am, you must have experienced it, but मैं जो महसूस कर पाती हूँ to make that, engagement in the class, that too, for an online classroom program was very, very difficult for teachers, and I'm very sure कि उन्होंने बहुत सी ऐसी techniques learn करी होंगी so that that interactiveness and then, that engagement is there in the class, जो कि एक
See,
offline classroom program में
yeah,
होता है.
yeah. Actually, we tried our best, as I said, and we succeeded also, let me tell you. We started with the online, as I said, initially the teachers had to prepare the content,
Right.
like PPTs, videos, and YouTube links. They had to create those folders and all.
Yeah.
So we started with the training of the teachers and students simultaneously. Initially, we started with Zoom, but
Okay.
there were talk about there are not many security features initially in the
Yeah.
Zoom.
Yeah.
So we switched over to Google Classroom, right? And with all its security features. So class ID of each child was created. So that is how we moved on. And training of the teachers, how to use
Yeah.
the Google Classroom and all the features of Google, in fact, Google Sheets, Google Forms for assessment, all that Google Docs already
Okay.
being used.
Okay.
So all these features we did regular training of the teachers,
Yeah.
in-service training, online trainings. So everybody, upgraded the skill. Same
Right.
way, training of the children, how to be in the class, log in, and at the same time, especially the assessments, how they have
Yeah.
to attempt the assessment. For
Yeah.
that also training sessions were there. So this is how we managed.
Right. And I think we all did it so well that आज के time पे अगर हम कुछ भी technical apps की बात करें, online classes की बात करें, so I have seen छोटे छोटे बच्चे they know how to log in, class के अंदर how do they have,
Yes,
yeah,
very small kids also.
yeah,
Preschool, pre-primary, even they know how to do. They know okay, they can mute themselves.
right,
Or yeah, I know there's a small children, telling their mom that I can that like when the mom tells that you are there in the class, she says no, I have switched off the video and the audio both, so they know how to do it. That's really good.
right, right, right. So, the other side of this pandemic is that, which is a very positive and a good sign that we all have learned so many new things during this period.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
So many
Ma'am,
new things that
yeah.
you teachers learned how to create, YouTube links, all
Yeah,
the
yeah.
features of that, and video making. For that also, we had graphics, editing, all these
Right.
trainings were given. And so they're very competent about it. They can
Right. Right.
actually handle. And we conducted, it's not only about teaching learning in the classroom, teaching learning we're talking about. We conducted all our school activities, whether it was academic programs, curricular activities, and co-curricular activities as per our planner, school planner. So
Okay.
we conducted all the co-curricular activities as well. When we talk about the annual function, that
Yeah.
was the award ceremony, investiture ceremony, student council selection, even alumni meet, and exhibition, which was a great hit.
Okay.
So all
Great.
these programs were conducted very smoothly, and there was a lot
Right.
of learning.
Right.
And a lot of parental support in this time. That's what we could see. Earlier, we used to feel that parents' involvement in the students' development and teaching learning. I mean, that was a kind of thing we had to really push. But
Yeah.
parental support was monumental in this
Great.
phase.
Great.
Without their support, it was not possible, especially the
Great.
primary.
Right.
So
I'm
thanks
very
to all the
sure that
parents also in
parents
this
and
platform.
students who are listening to us, so this appreciation and that acknowledgement, which is very very important when somebody is like supporting in anything. So that's I think that
That's
so
right.
far parents ने भी काफी ज़्यादा support करा है और बच्चों ने तो करा ही है. Teachers, parents, हम सब ने एक community की तरह जो है इसके लिए काम करा है.
That's right.
Right. Santosh ma'am, another very important thing, like yours being all girls school. So I see a lot of people talking on, in fact, I myself do a lot of session on women empowerment. So I feel that if we start empowering our girls since the beginning when they are in school, we are already empowering women. So what do you have to say here?
See, as I said, we talk about women empowerment. How do you empower a person? It's through the education. So when the focus is on the education of girls, this is all girls school.
Yeah.
And if you think of the beautiful vision of our founders, Sadhu Vaswani had a great vision. Way back in 1833,
Yeah.
he started Mira movement in education.
Okay.
And those days, girls' education was not really supported. Very few advocates of women's education were there. So those were the times when Sadhu Vaswani thought about, starting girls' school, and that is how we have girls' school, right? And when we educate the girls, and when we talking about holistic education, when we are giving the best to them, I think we are empowering them,
Right.
right?
Right. So
In
I
terms of
think
character, commitment, compassion, all those life skills, value education, everything is good to them. So this is
right.
actually empowering the girls.
Right. I think what you have said is so true, संतोष मैम कि अगर हम स्कूल में ही स्कूल इज फर्स्ट इनफैक्ट घर भी एक ऐसा इंस्टीट्यूशन है और स्कूल बहुत बड़ा रोल प्ले करता है because we are not only academically हम स्टूडेंट को encourage कर रहे हैं but holistic learning is going on, your personality is also developed, the way you think, everything.
Yeah. When I
So
say holistic development, it includes everything.
yes.
Their cognitive development, intellectual abilities are being developed. At the same time, their social skills, emotional skills, coping up with stress. And these times children have shown, they excel. They're actually, being at home also through this virtual mode of teaching learning also, we saw to it that, holistic development is our priority.
Right.
And we gave chance to all the children, and children has really uh, adapted to this very
Yeah.
beautifully,
True.
and
True.
they're coping up with stress. That skill, if we talk about,
Yeah.
they have really demonstrated it in this period.
Yeah.
So their emotional strength, they're high on their EQ also,
Yeah.
along with IQ. Emotional
Yeah.
quotient is also quite high.
Yes.
That's what children
Yeah.
demonstrated.
So, Santosh ma'am, before I, conclude our conversation, your message to everybody who is watching us right now and later when the students and parents and especially teachers will watch us. So, what's your message to all of them?
I think that's what when in view of pandemic, because these 2 years have been very difficult. When I say that when there's a problem, I must say this is my message which is going to everyone. If there's a problem, we don't have to find like we don't have to run from it. Okay, find a way,
Yeah,
find a way, not a way out.
true.
Okay, that is there. And also, I feel that this generation, COVID generation, they face a lot of criticism also that this is online generation. They don't know this. But I strongly feel that they know many things which other generations do not know,
So true.
right? They have nerves of steel, I feel. Okay? They have learned to remain calm, confident, poised in such difficult times.
True.
So any challenge, I'll suggest, don't fear, don't run away from it, and see to it the best way is to face it and overcome it and trample it over.
Great.
That's the
Yeah.
best way to remove fear.
Yeah.
So I feel it's a very, very, uh, generation which can face any challenges. And when we talk about national education policy and NCF, National Curriculum Framework, they all talk about, education should be related to real life, right? And preparing children for life, okay, or future ready citizens.
Yeah.
So I think our girls are empowered to face the world. They're already future ready with all these skills. They have learned how to cope up with the stress, how to handle it.
Yeah.
They are also learning new skills like, artificial intelligence as a skill or
Right.
coding. They are doing all these things. So all this is towards empowerment, future readiness. And facing the life, yes, preparing them for life. Yes, this was a challenge, biggest challenge the life had thrown. Uh, People suffered a lot,
Yeah.
right? In terms of, economic losses were there,
Right.
losing their near and dear ones, and, still coming back to life, being able to do your day-to-day work, that
Right.
itself is a great success.
True. True. So
So
true.
that's what I have to say. They have to continue with it.
Yeah. So, thank you so much, Santosh ma'am, for giving me your time today and coming live with me on my
Thank you,
platform.
Prerna ji. Thank you so
And
much. Thank you. It
it
was
was so
great meeting you at this
lovely.
platform.
Yeah, and it was so lovely, meeting you in Delhi. So I could, that warm and that the kind of, that gesture जो मुझे मिला ना, so it was very strong and very impactful. So thank you so much, Santosh ma'am, and coming live with me
Thank
today.
you. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.